ABBS HR Connect, a web series which podcasts the employability skill requirements from various industry experts, organized by the HR Club of Acharya Bangalore Business School. Today, among our midst, we have Ms. Nidhi Agarwal, Vice President, Human Resource at Genpact. She is a certified human resource professional with 15 plus years of a rich HR business partnering experiences. We welcome you to ABBS HR Connect, ma'am. Thank you so much for talking with us today. Ma'am, in this age of digital transformation, what are the top skills you think that the fresh graduate should possess so that they can get placed in professional services industry?
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I think it's definitely a learning opportunity for us as well. So I would like to say three things. And we do hire a lot of people from the campuses. We really bank on campuses like AVP-HR to really get the fresh talent into the organizations, which is the bread and butter of the organization. I think three things that we look for when we are hiring freshers from colleges. One is definitely their learnability aspect, in terms of how can they really learn new things and how they can unlearn some of the things that they've learned in the colleges, right? Because not everything holds good in the long run. So the learnability to learn new things and unlearn what they have learned in the past really matters a lot for a person to get stabilized in the organization, to have a long run in the organization. I think the point number two that I would like to call out is their ability to put into practice what they have learned in the college, because people from college, they usually come with theoretical knowledge, but when you put theory into practice, it is quite different, right? You cannot, things change drastically, and we have seen that people, when they come from colleges, sometimes they feel, where am I? This is not what I learned in the college, and they start feeling overwhelmed. And it's okay, right? All of us have gone through that, but a person's ability to really put that theory into practice and how do they really turn the pages in their organization, in their journey, that also matters a lot. And in organizations, it's important for us to really collaborate and work in teams. There is no individual, successor in the organization. There is no individual person because of whom the organization is really being very successful. It's always a teamwork. It always comes to collaboration. So a person's ability to really work in a team structure, really collaborate, bring the entire team together, bring in new ideas on the table, because it's always a mix of new ideas, old ideas, and that's where the freshers come in to pitch in the new ideas. And that is what makes organizations and the freshers as well successful, I would say.
We are very well said answer, ma'am. Thank you so much. And we have one more question for you. What are the roles that are available for freshers in this professional service industry and this changing nature?
Mm-hmm.
After pandemic and all those, there are many changes which has come. Do you find that the roles are different before and the roles have changed literally today because of this digital transformation and all those?
Definitely there is a change, when you look at it versus where we were 10 years down the line to where we are today. Analytics, digital transformation is one of the biggest factors, right? Who would have thought analytics in the manufacturing sector? Today we are doing analytics in supply chain management, procurement, all of that, which was unheard of in the past. So I would say campus graduates, freshers, they have a role everywhere. And I come from analytics background. I have been an HR professional working with analytics teams who in true sense are the VUCA workforce, because they jump very quickly. Stability is a very, very big problem. But I would say we have a place for these campus freshers across different roles. I cannot think of a particular role where we do not want a campus fresher. Obviously, the learning curve will be, in some places the learning curve will be smaller, in some places the learning curve will be longer. But it is the organization's responsibility to really help them go through that journey and make them successful in the long run. What is important for freshers when they come into the corporate kind of an environment? I would again say three things. One is agility. In today's environment, nobody has the luxury to look at the problem today, think about it, sleep over it, and then after 4 days come back with a solution. Nobody has the luxury. When the pandemic hit us, we as HR professionals, we had not thought of wellness like the way we are doing today, right? As HR business partners, wellness was not even part of my profile. But we did everything. We called up, families, we called up hospitals, we arranged ambulances for people. So that agility, right, in terms of how fast can you quickly react to a solution problem and give a solution, right, rather than thinking, is this my problem, is that your problem to solve. Second, I would say the emotional resilience of people. Again, something that the last 2 years has taught us is how do you really respond to situations which are not as per what you had thought of, or difficult situations, right? We all go through difficult situations and problems arise in everybody's life, but it's about how you respond to those situations. That plays a very, very important factor in how the other person is reacting to you and how your line of things happen in the future. So the second would be emotional resilience. And third, again, I will go back to my previous answer, which is curiosity. Keeping the learning mode on all the time. Once we complete our MBAs, we feel that, oh, I've studied enough, let me just take a break, I just want to work now. It doesn't work in today's environment. What I was doing as an HR professional, 10 years back to what I'm doing today is very, very different. The way we were hiring in the past to how we're hiring today is very, very different. Data analytics. All the analytics is part of HR today, and if I don't keep myself upgraded, abreast with how analytics is taking over in the HR space, somebody else will take over my space. So keeping the learning mode on always, curiosity is the most important thing, I would say. I hope that answers the question.
Yeah, perfectly told, ma'am. Ma'am, we were speaking more about analytics. Let me ask you, what do you think tomorrow the world will be purely analytics, or is there anything else apart from analytics that will rule analytics much more greater?
I don't know, there's a greater thing coming in, but I would say it cannot be just 100% in analytics. It always has to be a balance.
But what do you think about a student having analytical skills? Is it mandatory, or is it only a choice?
It is not a choice anymore. It is not a choice for the students. It is not a choice for any field of profession. Be the person being in HR, sales, marketing. It is no more a choice. People have to be aware of what are the different tools and technologies, at least in their space, right, in the market, and they need to be aware of those things. Otherwise, it's difficult.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving your wonderful thoughts towards ABBS HR. Correct. Thank you so much.